In the bustling city of Abuja, there lived a wealthy Igbo businessman named Chief Obiago. He owned chains of companies across Nigeria, real estate, oil, logistics, import and export. He was rich beyond measure. Fleets of cars, private properties, luxury trips abroad. Yet, despite all these, Chief Obiago was a single man, his life devoted to work and legacy. Obiago was always busy, so he decided to hire a personal assistant to help manage his schedules. After interviewing several candidates, none impressed him. He wanted someone intelligent, bold, and reliable, someone who could match his pace, until a young woman named Achalugo walked into his office. She greeted him politely, handed over her CV, and sat down. She was bold, intelligent, and confident. Obiago glanced at the paper. "What's your name?" he asked. "Achalugo, sir," she replied with calm confidence. He raised his brows. "Wow, beautiful name." "Thank you, sir," she answered with a faint smile. From the moment she spoke, he was struck, not only by her name, but by her poise and intelligence. Their short conversation left a deep impression, though he kept his face stern and professional. By the end of the interview, he was convinced. "You're hired," Obiago said simply. That was the beginning of everything. From that day, Achalugo became a part of his daily life. Every morning, she served him coffee, arranged his meetings, and managed his schedules, and joined him in strategy sessions, assisted him during negotiations, and brought sharp ideas to the table. Her intelligence amazed him, and her dedication made her invaluable. Slowly, admiration began to stir into something more. Obiago found himself watching her more than he should. He admired the way she carried herself, her modest outfits, her simple makeup, her eloquence in meetings. He was falling for her, though he tried to hide it. But one afternoon, while she placed some files on his desk, Obiago noticed a ring on her finger. "Are you married?" he asked casually. "Not yet, sir," she replied. "I'm engaged." The words unsettled him. Later that evening, his longtime friend, Chief Ugochukwu, visited him at his mansion. Over a glass of wine, Obiago sighed deeply. "Bro, there's this lady I hired as my PA. Her name is Achalugo," he said. "She's everything I've ever wanted in a woman. Smart, respectful, graceful, but she belongs to another man." Ugochukwu chuckled softly. "Ah, Obiago, this is the first time I'm hearing you talk about a woman like this. If your feelings are true, tell her. Don't force her. Don't disrespect her engagement. Just let her know how you feel." Obiago nodded. His friend's words lingered in his mind. Days later, after a long day at work, he and Achalugo found themselves alone in the elevator. The silence was heavy. Then, suddenly, Obiago reached for her hand. "Achalugo," he said softly, "I can't keep this to myself anymore. I like you deeply. You are my kind of woman. I've been searching for someone like you all my life. I know you're engaged, and I respect that. But my feelings for you are real." Achalugo's heart raced, but she kept her composure. "Chief, with all due respect, I am engaged. Please don't say such things to me again." Obiago nodded, but the words had already escaped. From then on, his feelings showed more often. He complimented her outfits, her smile, her brilliance in meetings. At times, when everyone left the boardroom, he would hold her hand gently and say things like, "You look beautiful today, Achalugo." She would always reply politely, "Thank you, sir," while keeping her distance. But the more he tried to hold back, the more his heart betrayed him. One evening, as she finished a brilliant presentation in the boardroom, Obiago smiled and said, "That's why I love you, Achalugo. You are extremely intelligent and beautiful." She forced a smile. "Thank you, sir." But he didn't stop there. "Achalugo, I'm going to marry you. I am too sure to be wrong." Her patience finally snapped. "Sir, if you continue like this, I will quit this job. I have told you that I have a fiancé. Let me be." She gathered her files and stormed out, leaving Obiago shaken and speechless. That evening, as she prepared to leave the office, he stopped her gently at the door. "Achalugo," he said in a low, remorseful voice. "I'm sorry. I let my feelings get the better of me. Please, don't quit. I promise, I will keep things professional. Just don't walk away from this job. I need you here." She looked at him for a moment, then gave a small nod. "All right, sir. Let's keep it professional." For a while, things returned to normal, until one morning, Achalugo walked into the office, and Obiago's heart dropped. Her face was swollen, her lips bruised, her eyes puffy as though she had been beaten. She tried to hide it with makeup, but the truth showed. Obiago shot up from his chair. "Achalugo, what happened to you?" She forced a faint smile. "It's nothing, sir. I tripped and fell." "Are you sure?" He pressed gently, his eyes searching hers. Her lips trembled, then tears streamed down her face. "It wasn't a fall. It was my fiancé. He did this to me." Obiago's fists clenched, his chest burning with anger. "What? He laid his hands on you?" Through sobs, she explained how her fiancé beats her at every slight provocation. how he was controlling, jealous, and violent. This wasn't the first time she had endured his temper before, but this was the worst. Obiagu stepped closer, his voice steady but filled with fire. No man who loves you will ever raise his hand against you. Achalugo, you deserve love, not pain. If he cannot value you, then he does not deserve you. She covered her face, crying. I thought he would change. I thought he loved me. Obiagu exhaled deeply, his voice breaking with emotion. And I cannot sit back and watch a man treat you like this. No, no, you don't deserve this, Achalugo. After learning about the abuse, Obiagu tried to convince Achalugo to leave her fiancé. Achalugo, he told her gently, a man that truly loves you will not raise his hand against you. He tried to reason with her, but she refused out of fear, shame, and family pressure. One evening at his lounge, Obiagu poured out his heart to his best friend, Chief Ugochukwu, telling him everything about Achalugo's situation. Shockingly, Ugochukwu knew her fiancé personally. He looked Obiagu in the eye and warned him, that man has a dark reputation. He has been known to beat women. Determined to uncover the truth, they decided to dig deeper. Together, they hired a private detective to investigate the fiancé's background. Weeks later, the detective returned with damning evidence. The man had a long history of violence against women, with several reported cases hidden under family settlements. Even worse, he was already secretly married to another woman in another city, living a double life. Obiagu's heart ached for Achalugo. Armed with the evidence, he knew it was time to show her the truth. Armed with the evidence, Obiagu invited Achalugo to his office one evening after work. He handed her the file quietly. Please, go through this, he said. At first, she was reluctant, but as she read page after page of reports, photographs, and witness statements, her hands began to tremble. The final blow came when she saw proof of her fiancé's secret marriage. Another woman, a certificate, even children. Tears filled her eyes. So, all this time, she whispered, her voice breaking. Obiagu's voice was calm but firm. Achalugo, you deserve better. You deserve love, peace, and respect. Staying with him will only destroy you. Shattered but relieved to finally know the truth, Achalugo gathered her strength. The next day, she ended the engagement. Despite her family's initial disapproval, her dignity and safety meant more than public opinion. During her healing, Obiagu stayed close. He did not pressure her, nor did he remind her of his feelings. Instead, he showed his love through kindness, patience, and small gestures, flowers, thoughtful gifts, and words of encouragement. Slowly, Achalugo began to see his sincerity. One evening, months later, he finally spoke. Achalugo, from the very first day you walked into my office, I knew you were my kind of woman. I told you I would marry you, and now, here we are. Will you be my girlfriend? For the first time, she smiled without holding back. Yes, Chief, I will. Their love grew stronger. They dated for a year, learning each other's hearts, building trust and laughter from the ashes of her past. 1 year later, Obiagu proposed to Achalugo, and she joyfully said yes. Surrounded by family and friends, they were joined as husband and wife in a beautiful ceremony filled with laughter and love. Obiagu showered her with care and affection, and Achalugo, for the first time in her life, was genuinely happy. Together, they built a peaceful home where respect and joy blossomed every day. They lived happily ever after, their bond sealed in marriage, a love born from pain, healed by patience, and crowned by destiny.